All right, guys, welcome to the Nerd Speak podcast. Today I'm joined by Jamie, AJ, Gray, and Tim. All right, guys, we have a banger show for you guys today. We're going to break down the NFC AFC Championship games, talk a little bit about the Chiefs, because as you guys know from last time, we were all Chiefs fans. We're very disappointed. Jamie's going to break us down on some Valorant gameplay that happened this last week, followed by some interesting things with the Marvel universe that Tim's going to cover. Yeah, and then we'll also talk about a little bit about the Bungie being bought out by Sony. So let's just kick it off and get started. So 49ers lost to the Rams 2017, and the Bengals beat the Chiefs 27-24. Did you guys predict that?
Predicted the Rams, but not the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs lost to a team they shouldn't have lost to, so no.
Yeah.
No, not
But-
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the big shocker was from the Rams beating the 49ers. I think Matthew Stafford is better than people give him credit for, and the Rams are a good, solid team. It's actually, I think, the first time the Rams have beat the 49ers in like 8 or 9 meetings. So hats off for them. They deserve to make it. The Chiefs Bengals one, that one hurts.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
Yeah.
And I'll get your guys' opinion on that. Like, in my opinion, the Chiefs were a better team. They just go up second half.
The momentum, it felt like even watching it on TV, I told us, I was like, there's like no energy. I just feel it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just feel it. Like
Yeah.
the whole, ever since we didn't convert on at halftime,
Mhm.
it was just
Yeah.
like, what is going on? It just went
Yeah.
away.
Well,
every
like-
vibe we had first half, it was just gone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Tim, you were there, but like for us,
Yeah,
they
we
kept
did have boots on the ground.
Boots on the
right.
ground.
It's like
No,
we were
that's
watching the
crazy.
TV, and like they only ever showed us like Mahomes' point of view, and we're just like, nobody's open. Like, is nobody able to get open? Because he acted like he couldn't even
Get the
find
ball.
anybody
Find
to throw
anybody.
to.
Yeah, Tim, was people open?
Yeah, yo, for sure. There's, especially at the end, at the second half, there's a lot of times Mahomes was scrambling and Kelsey and Hill were wide open. And Trey's 100% right. After they just messed up that half, like that to not run, to kick a field goal or do something there, the energy of the stadium just went so down. A lot of people, like, honestly weren't even in their seats at the start of the second half, which also sucked because we got the ball back. We didn't gain, I don't think we gained any momentum until we intercepted that ball. But after that, honestly, Mahomes didn't do anything when we got the ball back.
So at that play before half, I guess Andy Reid was gonna kick it, and Mahomes said, "Give me one more shot." I guess that's the narrative that what's being told. Did you guys hear that too?
I did hear
heard
that.
but
I
also
hadn't heard
It
that.
looked like he was trying to get one more.
And he said, "Let me get one more crack at it. We can do this." And I think and he's such a mentally tough guy, Mahomes, that it doesn't make sense to me. But what I feel is that he felt like he let Andy down in that situation because he told Andy, "I'll get it." And not only did he let him down by not getting it, he let him down by not throwing it away.
Yeah.
He should have thrown it.
Right.
Like, the ball should never be thrown behind the line.
Right.
And then on top of that, the only other thing that could have went well is if Tyreek batted it down.
Yeah.
Instead of catching it. But I mean, you got your quarterback throwing it to you, so he obviously is making the decision that I think you can do this.
Right.
Right.
So it's like it just sucks. And then I felt like he and because they said Andy Reid, they talked to him at halftime, and he's very upset. something he's upset about how that ended, how the last drive ended.
Mhm.
I don't think Mahomes. I think he's too mentally tough to let something like that get to him, but it felt like it did.
It
Like
did feel
Yeah.
like
he
it.
was,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was very hesitant in
Well,
making
yep,
any decisions after that point in the second half,
Right.
I feel
yep,
like.
And just to touch on like, you know, the Tyreek Hill thing, like you're right, it would have been better batting it down, but like, and I played wide receiver in college. You're
hmm
fully trusting that your quarterback,
yeah,
he's
it's
not
gonna
going to
put you in
throw
the
it to
right
you,
position.
right?
Yeah,
He wouldn't throw it
if
to you
it's
if you
bad,
weren't
yeah,
open, you know.
yep. Or if you didn't
And
think you could get what you
yeah,
needed,
because when you're looking back, I mean, you're not you don't see
you
that,
can't.
you
Yeah,
know, you
yeah,
can't see that, and so you're just trusting that. Well, he's giving me the ball, I have space to move, you know.
Well, the pass, what I understood was Andy agreed. You know, obviously, like, yeah, I'll give you another shot, but it was supposed to
Mhm.
be either a throw to it had to be a throw to the end zone,
Yeah,
or yeah, or
or,
out of
or
Mhm.
bounds.
quick, or just
yeah,
quick.
it
Yeah,
had to
Yep,
be a quick throw to the end zone, either towards the ground or out of the back of the end zone.
or the back. Yep.
right.
Yeah, and so I think it was just unfortunate, but yeah,
Yeah,
And
and
then go ahead.
no, go ahead.
And then after that, it just felt like that he never truly recovered. He
Mhm.
had the nice dancing touchdown, and then he tried to do it so many more times, and it just wasn't the move. And that dancing almost cost them the field goal at the end, where they wouldn't
Yeah,
have had a chance because he fumbled. And whether the other team hops on it or they don't hop on
Mhm.
it fast enough, the game's over.
game's over.
Like before, and it doesn't go in overtime.
You
So
can't take a
Right.
sack there. You just
yeah,
can't.
yeah. And so it just sucks. It just sucks because um you want him to be free and do what he does, like the dancing touchdown he got to Kelsey. And you don't want to say don't do that because when he does it,
It's
it
great.
works
but he
most of the time.
he
Yeah,
Yeah.
does it
But
more
then
than when it
yes,
doesn't work. Yeah,
yeah, he does
Mhm.
it more than he needs to. Like, so it's just hard. I mean, he's a
yeah,
professional quarterback, and it's tough to judge somebody that is way better than what we
most
do. But
right.
the most
yeah,
excited I got in the second half was when we won the coin flip.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
dude, the
I
Yeah.
was
dude, the
I
stadium
crowd,
blew
yeah,
Yeah.
up.
the stadium blew
Stadium
up. I
blew
heard Tim.
up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
I
you, like,
I, I
that
was
was
I was
crazy.
jumping up and down. I was
I
like,
literally said the reaction I heard from the crowd winning the coin toss was crazy, and
yeah,
that's
and
on
we didn't
TV.
Mhm.
we didn't run the ball on first down. Like, take some pressure off
I,
I
Mahomes for
know.
once.
Yeah,
Like, take some
well,
pressure off Mahomes. Get a couple
'cause-
yards. Maybe get 5, and then be like, fuck it, run
Right.
the ball again. Take some pressure
especially,
Yeah,
off.
take some pressure off. And
especially when your running back is doing as good as he was doing.
Yes.
oh
Jerick
man,
Right.
McKinnon is a
dude,
dog, and I hope we bring him back. And I hope,
salute.
like, dude, I like them. I like him a lot. I
Yeah,
like
I
him
do
a
too.
lot.
He runs the
He
I
ball
just
plays
hard.
tough.
He's
He plays
downhill.
tough.
Yeah,
For it to be so
Yeah.
small, he
yeah.
runs tough.
He runs hard.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
and,
sign him.
and I
Yeah.
know like there was a lot of excitement about winning the coin flip, but to be perfectly honest, when I was watching that, I wasn't even excited then because
Oh
we
no,
were
no.
playing like
It
crap.
wasn't like the Bills game.
No,
Like where Mahomes is
No,
doing
it
whatever he
was
wants.
like a
Yep.
thing. It was like, please,
Thank
because I don't think
goodness.
please,
Yeah.
we can
let's
stop
just
it.
get over
Yeah.
it. And you
Yeah.
know, and we just
I mean, then at that point, because isn't it okay? Explain the rules again. So, like, okay, say hypothetically that the oh god, now I'm blanking.
if the Chiefs
flip.
score a touchdown,
Who do
It's
they play
over.
again?
The Bengals.
play
The Bengals. Yes. Okay. So say the Bengals won the coin toss and they stopped them where they had to kick it, but then the Chiefs get the ball back or get a chance with the ball. Correct.
They would only need
Say
the
they kick it and they win the game, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
all if
No.
assuming the
How
Bengals
does it
didn't
work?
make it. So if the Bengals score let's say Chiefs got the football, right? They score a touchdown, game's over. If the Chiefs kick a field goal, then the other team gets a chance. So the Bengals would have had a chance to either score or kick a field goal to extend overtime. Now,
Okay,
if
they
the
extend
Bengals,
it.
yes, if the
Okay.
Bengals
Yeah.
stop the Chiefs like they did
Okay.
when they saw the interception, they only needed a field goal to win the game. So that's what they did. They got into field goal range. They made it perfectly safe. I mean, McPherson is a beast. He's not going to miss. You know, McPherson. Sorry.
While we're talking about overtime rules, I know a lot of people bring up like was upset about the last game,
Yeah.
and obviously this is a good show on why it kind of really doesn't matter. And then the other thing, because we didn't talk about this last time, and I thought we were gonna, but we ended up
Yeah,
not
I
touching
I
it.
think we missed it, honestly.
Because a lot of people think that okay, if one team scores a touchdown, the other team should get to answer. And the only thing, and I do somewhat agree with that, but the only bad thing is if I was a team, then I would want the ball second because I know no matter what, I get the ball and it's 4 downs every play. It's 4 downs every
That's
every
exactly
Right.
right.
new
Yeah.
it's 4
Then
downs.
you
And
wouldn't
the
want it
other
first.
team, and the other team has to play with 3, or they can be aggressive and go for 4, but they can lose the game plan like that. So
Right.
I
Right.
think the overtime rules are fine the way they are. Obviously, no team is really unstoppable.
Well,
Um,
and the thing is too, like, it's something that people have to keep in mind too. It's not just a straight up offense game.
Right.
Like, you
Yeah.
have to have a defense too.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, well, my offense didn't get a chance. And
Right.
I
Exactly.
get that, but at
And
the
if
same
And
time, you need to have a good enough defense. All you got to do is keep them scoring, like
and
a
that's a
touchdown.
perfect point because all that would do is make offensive players way more valuable than defensive players.
Right,
That's all.
right,
Because
exactly.
if I'm a GM, I want all offense because we can win games with offense because it doesn't matter if we can't stop them. If we outscore them and we go in overtime, as long as I keep scoring, I can win the game.
Right.
To win the game.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
It
so,
was a good example of the overtime rule this week.
like it's
It was frustrating. I was
You
very
saw-
frustrated at the end of the game. I was like, NFL's rigged. I'm fucking done with it. You know,
Did you see what
I
Josh
don't
Allen
believe it.
tweeted?
But
Did you see what Josh Allen
No,
tweeted?
I didn't
when
see
the
this.
Chiefs, so when the Chiefs won the coin toss, Josh Allen tweeted pain. That's all he said. Pain. Because he knew he
Yeah.
said pain.
Pain.
You'd have to go look it up.
I did see
That's
that.
that's funny.
I didn't know that was a time. I didn't know that was a timing of it. though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the timing of it when the Chiefs won the coin
That's-
toss. That's what I believe, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know why else he would have said pain because the game wasn't over when
Right.
he
He
tweeted
tweeted
that. It was
that.
like
Right.
right when the coin
The coin
toss.
toss.
And the Chiefs won.
Yeah.
And he just tweets out pain.
Yeah.
That's it.
So something that interested me was Tim, you were telling me that there was a lot of Bengals fans there.
Oh yeah,
Like
tons
just
of them.
Really? I saw that, dude.
It got to the point where it was a stadium loud cheer of "Who Day."
Really?
wow. At Arrowhead
Oh, yeah.
Stadium.
At Arrowhead.
That's wild, dude.
I think honestly though, I feel like there probably were pretty hardcore Bengals fans, but also I think people just hate the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They're the villains. We talked about that
they're
last
getting
week.
to that point. Yeah, they're already to that point. And with I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I like Joe Burrow's nicknames though. Like
I like him
Joe,
too.
Joe B and
Yeah.
Joe Burr.
Joe Burr.
Brr. I love his little nicknames for Ice
Yeah.
Cold. I do like his nicknames, but yeah.
I personally think though that this loss just takes away last game.
Yeah.
I feel like it creates an argument to someone who might be a Chiefs or a Mahomes hater because they're gonna be like, well, the next game he got beat by the Bengals, who weren't even the best team in the AFC.
Oh,
Like
yeah, it's fair.
Mahomes had a chance
Yeah.
to
It's
do it
fair.
again, and he's not.
And honestly, too, I feel like had the Bills won against the Chiefs, I think they beat the crap out of the Bengals.
Oh, that's what I said. I told my
Yeah.
buddy.
You know,
We argue. One of my buddies. We argue about Josh Allen and Mahomes all the time, and I told him I was like, I told him straight up, I was like, if the Chiefs were going to lose to the Bengals, I would have rather us lost to the Bills because I would rather see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl than Joe Burrow in them. But I said
Right.
Josh Allen wouldn't. I said the Bills wouldn't have lost to the Bengals.
no,
And I mean,
absolutely not.
Yeah,
No.
it's just
Their defense is better, and I
Yeah.
mean, I love Mahomes, but the difference between him scrambling and Josh Allen scrambling, I mean, Josh Allen was just taking off
Josh
run.
Josh Allen's gonna
Oh my
fucking
God.
truck your ass. That's
Dude,
what's gonna happen.
Yes.
we cannot tackle any quarterback either. It's amazing.
God.
I literally looked at Samantha. I was like, I'm glad we're not playing Lamar because he like the way they can't tackle quarterbacks is. I see why we lost to the Ravens, and it scares me for if we got to play the Ravens because these guys do not. And it's Chris Jones, like that's the guy that I keep seeing getting broke. I'm like,
Just
you're the
hold
guy
on
that I
to him.
trust.
Just hold
Yes.
on to him. Grab his jersey. I don't give a shit.
I watch
Just
Aaron
hold on to
Donald.
him.
I'm watching Aaron Donald. He's just slinging people.
Yeah.
And you're like the next guy after Aaron Donald. Like you're that guy. You can't be letting that happen. But maybe these quarterbacks are. I mean, they're getting more and more athletic. I know Joe Burrow isn't that athletic, but they're more athletic than they used to be.
Joe Burrow is just a winner. I
Yeah.
think I was reading something today that in a span of 4 years, he's won the Heisman National Championship, and now he's going to a Super Bowl. He just wins.
That's crazy.
It is wild. Either way you look at it, you're either going to have Matthew Stafford's first Super Bowl win, which I personally think he deserves, or you're going to have Joe Burrow. I mean, just completing that gauntlet there.
Well, this is probably the most likable quarterbacks in a Super Bowl probably ever.
It's
Mhm.
Brady.
I mean,
not-
because most of the time you don't like Brady, you don't
Right.
like Mahomes.
Yeah.
But like Joe
Mhm.
Burrow and Matthew Stafford, I like them both. So
I do too.
Because who were the other options? Jimmy Garoppolo and Mahomes, I guess.
Mahomes, yeah.
So
I mean, I'm biased. I love Mahomes. There's a lot of people who don't. And then I'm not a big Jimmy G fan. I don't know why.
And I-
He doesn't give me a reason
I'm a
not
fan
to.
of- I'm a fan of Odell Beckham, so I am happy about that, and
Yeah.
I love that it shows that he's not a team cancer or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Dude's been balling. Like
Yeah. I heard
since he
he-
went to LA, dude's been balling.
I
So
heard he puts in work too. Like you would imagine like most superstars going from team to team. You hear the rumors like, oh, they don't do stuff. They just show up, expect to play. I heard he's there putting in like more work than anybody. And I mean, good for him.
he seems like he's been showing up. Like
Yeah.
for sure.
And then I just love the fact that people blame Matthew Stafford in Detroit by why they were bad. Then he goes to LA, and I mean, I get it's kind of a super team, but still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stafford's probably the only reason they still stayed in where they were. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had no one. I can't name you besides Calvin Johnson elite teammates that Matthew Stafford has ever had.
Yeah. Now
So-
he's got, I mean, Odell. He's got Cooper Kupp, who's been absolutely insane this year.
Dude is ridiculous. Dude is always open. I don't get it.
Okay, is this true? He led in every stat for receiving this year.
Dude, he's the new Edelman, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catches, receiving yards, yards after catch. I don't know if he led in touchdowns. He probably did lead in touchdowns. He did
Who
for
knows?
sure. Who's has more touchdowns than him?
I think
So, yeah.
Devontae led in touchdowns.
Oh yeah,
Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae.
I believe it.
That makes sense. We talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Not yet. We're getting ready to move in that. So, Aaron Rodgers, where's he gonna go?
he's going to Denver.
I think I saw an article where they said too that Green Bay doesn't know, like they think they might be able to keep him too. So, no, I actually did see an article about it.
They
No,
would
I
want
know
to.
I know you saw an article, but they ain't happening.
No, I
I
know.
would, bet, I
but-
would bet all my money that he ain't going to Green Bay next year.
So, and
He's not
Yeah,
staying.
it's a rebuild, dude. They cannot sign him and Devontae.
Devontae, their salary cap is too. They're over by how much? Trey, did you say
38 mil.
38 mil? They
I hope him and Devontae go to the same team.
Broncos,
Yes.
dude. It could happen.
It can happen. I mean, the Broncos
AFC
hired
West would be
It's
so
so-
stacked,
It would be
bro.
I'd be
ridiculous.
so fucking
I mean,
scared.
AFC in general.
I'm
Hey,
like, we ain't winning.
Chiefs going 9-7.
She's going 9-7, getting last place, and making the playoffs.
Yeah, and making the playoffs as a wild card.
But I think the Broncos is definitely the obvious choice right now. I mean, the Broncos brought in the coordinator from Green Bay, who I believe had a good relationship with Aaron Rodgers. I didn't follow it too awfully closely, but I mean, in the Broncos, I think they have the salary cap room for it. They're honestly not a terrible team.
They're not. Their defense is great.
Yeah, their defense great. Their defense is, I mean, been great for as long as I can even remember.
Yeah.
So they could be legitimate threats to the Chiefs next year. Honestly, I mean, I would love to see though Mahomes and Rodgers go at it twice a year.
And then I don't know what's going to happen with the Rams because I don't know how there's a way they can afford Odell Beckham and Von Miller.
Keep paying him in crypto.
And Cooper Kupp and
Yeah.
the receiver that tore his ACL. Like, who's that? You remember his name?
Gosh,
Woods.
Woods, yeah.
Woods. Yep.
Yep.
Also,
So-
they didn't-
I don't know how I just remembered that.
I know. I don't know how you just remember that. I was
I
very
don't-
surprised it was you that said that.
No clue how I just fucking.
Yeah, Robert Woods for sure.
Woods.
Also,
Yeah.
they didn't pay Odell in crypto. They paid him
I know.
money.
I know.
earned it.
Yeah.
It's just a joke that crypto's not worth as much right now.
Yeah, dude. He took a big pay cut just because
Big fat cuts because of the market, but
Yeah.
So kind of on the topic of Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. So retiring, not retiring.
So I know. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah, that's
I know I sent you guys that. Just so you guys know, I sent them a group message in Snapchat.
Yep.
Because we heard Tom Brady was retiring. I told him I talked to Tom and he was gonna put out
boots on the ground.
he's
Yeah.
gonna put out a statement today. So he clearly lied to me. Tom did. And so I'm sure he's gonna put out a statement maybe tomorrow. I can't confirm he hasn't texted me back though. So
Yeah, it's left unread right now.
Yeah,
you'll get
so-
that sent that
But I'm
red
sure
message here
I'm
soon.
sure he'll respond eventually.
I heard rumor that if he announces retirement sooner than I can't remember what the date was exactly, but he'll be out like a couple $1 million. So he's probably waiting for that,
like
which
that
is
means
not
much to him, though.
much to him,
Yeah.
but
It's 15 mil.
15 mil, yeah.
That's how much you'd be out.
I
If he
think that's what I'm
announced
saying.
it before,
he is definitely waiting.
he's waiting. Yeah,
I don't care who you are. 15 mil.
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Are you lying?
It's-
about the
No,
15
no,
mil?
no. I heard about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is
Okay.
15 mil though.
but
Okay.
he's. I mean, I'm a little sad because I didn't think I saw the last game of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know,
It is weird. It's like just
Yeah.
weird.
It's just
I
weird.
don't believe it. It's like a death that that hasn't hit you yet or
Yeah,
something.
you just don't
I
accept it.
Yeah, you just don't accept. I truly have not accepted he retired. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't even feel. It really does not feel right.
Right.
It doesn't feel right. Like I didn't hear it from him. He didn't make this big. Like you're the best of all time. You didn't make a big press like or
Yeah.
say it yourself. Like how are you the best football player of all time? And I didn't hear the words "I'm retiring" from you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So it just doesn't feel real to me. And
Yeah.
I won't believe it until he makes his own.
Until
statement.
he says, "I am
Until he says
retiring.
it.
I am not retiring."
Yeah.
You know,
I heard something. He's like, "You guys are way too happy about me retiring. I'm back."
Yeah.
I'm back.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
savage, though.
Okay.
That would be savage.
So real quick, I found the thing that I was reading, and the reason why they say that there's a chance is they may not do the rebuild for the Packers until 2023.
How
They said
can they
what they
afford
do
it?
is they might end up cutting key contributors to become cap compliant. So that means that they're going to try and make sure they have the cap, like for money, salary wise, to pay both Aaron Rodgers and Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That would be
And
cutting
so
him.
they're thinking they're going to try. They said, well, at least this says that he talked to supposedly the head coach and other people, and he didn't leave right away to go someplace else. Like he met with them after their losses and stuff. And so they said there's a good chance that they're going to try one more year for a Super Bowl run before they do a rebuild in 2023. That's what I had read.
But it's
So
like
I
there's
found
so
it
many
just so I
arguments.
had that
There's-
right.
There's like
Not
so
saying
many
that's what's going to
arguments
happen.
for that,
He can
though.
still totally
'Cause-
leave, and
Yeah.
it's a rebuild and everything.
Well, why would you leave when you're cutting key? You're just lessening
You're
your
gonna be a
odds,
worse
first of
team.
all.
Yeah. You're gonna be a
And
worse
and
team.
also,
You didn't make it this
Maybe
year.
But
they
he's not-
think they
he's
can
not-
get people that are decent for a cheaper price. I don't know. New
But-
new
and
people.
also-
Who knows?
the reason why like these star players don't announce who they're leaving to another team right away is because they want to see other teams make trades. That's like a
Yeah.
deciding factor for so many people. They want to see other teams make trades, and then they go because they want to be like, oh, I want to play with that receiver.
Yeah.
I want to play with that
Right.
defense.
So will you see some big moves then from teams like Denver picking up some elite receivers? Some teams like
sure.
I know Steelers. I don't think they're off the table either. You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens when we start talking about getting into trades and stuff. So
Mike Tomlin is a player's coach, so
yes,
they would get along well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's just like he was saying. I think it would be hard because if you're getting rid of key players, it's making your team worse. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna. I mean, you can find free agents to replace them, but if they're saying key players, that means they're good. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to
right.
replace. And franchise tags, I'm not exactly sure how they work, but each team obviously gets one franchise tag, and I think your franchise tag will allow you to go over the cap penalty. So even if you like sign Aaron Rodgers, but you can't afford Devontae Adams, but you franchise tag Devontae Adams, like he gets paid, the franchise tag pays you. It takes the top 5 receivers, the top 5 salaries of your position,
Mhm.
and it averages it. So he'll get paid probably like 16, 17, I don't know. And then you get to stay on the team without it.
And see, this
counting
article
for
says
penalty.
something about franchise tags because there's
Yeah.
a certain time frame that they have to make the decision in. Is
Yeah.
what they say.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
did say it did talk about that.
It'll be an
So-
interesting couple of weeks, but I said at the beginning of the year, and I think I'm going to stick to it. The fact that they did not even make it to the NFC Championship, I just don't think he's there.
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see
You know,
it.
I think that was kind of like
And that was it. Yeah.
I think that was kind of the straw there. So there'll be big moves. I'm
not-
looking
not to
forward to seeing it. What's up, Tim?
Not to mention, he's just now rebuilding his relationship with his coach. Like
Yeah.
just now at the end of the year.
End of the
Like
year.
I imagine it's just I don't see him staying.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
So what does the NFC have then if we're going to take all the elite quarterbacks in the AFC? I mean, we'll have Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Mahomes, obviously Aaron Rodgers in at that point, and we have Lamar,
Yeah, because Drew Brees is gone.
Drew Brees is gone. Oh yeah, Sean
Tom
Payton's
Brady.
retiring as well.
John Payton, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Some people think he's gonna go coach the Cowboys, but I don't know.
I heard that rumor, and I also heard the rumor that they are way over the salary cap as well, and he just doesn't want to deal with it.
The Cowboys are?
No, the Saints.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's probably why that was a big
He's
reason.
like,
yeah.
I'm not. He's like, but I heard the rumor too that he wants to retire, but the only team that he would potentially coach for would be the Cowboys.
Yeah, I could see them running out McCarthy's contract for a couple more years and then hitting up Sean and be like, yo, come down here, dude.
Right.
It's because you're paying Taysom Hill, who's a back no, listen. They paid Taysom Hill when Drew Brees was still on the team. And they paid him like $20 million. Like come on. Why are you doing that?
Right.
I guess they think, but then Jameis Winston ended up being the starter. So nothing, that whole deal, they paid Taysom Hill 17 to 20 million. I don't remember what it was. And then Jameis Winston was the starter. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
If you don't know he's the guy, why are you paying him?
Why are you paying him so much?
They just didn't want him to walk though.
Yeah.
And go to another team. Because Taysom Hill, he's like a great gadget player. He's like their Miko Hartman, but just a little different. Yeah. So
awesome. You guys have any other NFL news? You guys hear anything? I think that's pretty much all I had. I don't think there was any other big moves that I missed, but I'll be honest, I wasn't as deep into the woods this week as I usually am. So,
who's winning the Super Bowl?
Oh yes. So, I am also going to say the Rams.
I'm guessing we're all on the Rams.
Yeah, I'd say Rams.
I
am.
I want Matthew Stafford to win a ring, and
I think I want Odell too. So
yep, exactly.
And Aaron Donald. I love Aaron Donald.
Yeah, the Bengals
and I wouldn't mind Jane. I wouldn't mind. I can't imagine with this type of smack talk Jalen Ramsey's gonna talk when he has a ring.
For sure.
And I'm not gonna lie. I hope Jalen Ramsey shadows Jamar Chase. I would love that. That's one of the only reasons, good things that I'm gonna watch is just that matchup. I hope he shadows Jamar Chase and I'd love to see that. But yeah, I'm going with the Rams too. I don't like the Rams D line versus the Bengals O line. It's just gonna be unfair, I think. So.
Yeah,
we were getting after Joe, but we just couldn't tackle him. The Rams are not gonna have that issue.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Tim?
Yeah, I totally agree. Rams for sure.
Yep. Jamie?
But I'm not gonna be sad either way.
Yeah,
I won't care.
Yeah, I won't care either way. I'm with you, Tim. I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl just to drink beer, have some fun. I don't care who wins.
What I will say is, if Joe Burrow does win, he is he would be the biggest threat to take Mahomes' spot as the top quarterback in the league. So it would affect our quarterback status, which I wouldn't care about. I mean, I hope it just makes him want to ball harder.
Put Mahomes as an underdog.
Yeah. I mean, I was I said, I'm not gonna lie. I was after this Bengals loss, I said it's hard for me to just definitively say that Mahomes is that the absolute best. But now that Brady's gone, it's hard to argue. He just beat Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And that's who I would have probably put as second. And I can't even think. Lamar Jackson. I wouldn't even consider. I don't know.
I don't consider Joe Burrow as even top 5 or anything at this point.
Not yet. Yeah, at this point, yeah. Even by what he's done, I don't.
Yeah.
If they even go, let's say they go out there and win, right? It would. Let's say it's gonna be a close game. Let's say they win 2017, whatever. It's the same score they lost, or whatever. Rams lost 1-2. But honestly, I don't even feel like even if they won, he wouldn't even be top 5 because he's not out there doing spectacular shit.
Right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, only when Jamar pops off, that's when obviously Burrow's numbers are going to be outstanding. But it's like it takes both of them to pop off to
Yeah, because that
Mhm.
you know
the game they won, that playoff game versus who they played, the Titans. Yeah,
Titans.
He
Yeah.
threw for 300 yards, but he had no
No
touchdowns.
touchdowns. Yeah, no
Like
touchdowns.
it was like Mahomes ain't winning a game without throwing touchdowns.
Right.
He's not.
Mhm.
Like and Josh Allen, he ain't winning games without throwing touchdowns. They have no run game. Like those guys, they're dependent on, and that's why it would be hard for me to put Burrow over those guys because they
Right.
can't win games without throwing the ball, without
Yeah.
throwing.
Now,
Right.
if he comes out here and just
Hey,
fucking lights it up,
6
and throws
touchdowns. Yeah.
ends the game 45-20, and we're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like,
maybe
all right.
yes.
Well,
Against the Rams.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
And
do
exactly.
think
Right.
eventually though Joe Burrow is going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
He's
Joe Burrow smoking a cigar gonna be on all the billboards. All the
he's gonna get paid. That's for sure.
He's gonna get paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like straight up, the fact that this guy is doing this in his second year
Yeah.
as a starter.
Well,
He was a rookie last year. Is that when he got hurt?
he was hurt last
Yep.
year.
And that's when he broke it, or what he do?
There's
I
I
don't
think he
remember
tore
what he
his
did.
ACL, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, and then came back this year and went to the Super Bowl.
Right. And so, like, that's like incredibly impressive. Everyone's talking about that, but Mahomes won the Super Bowl his second
Yeah.
year. As a
Second year as
starter.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing. It's hard for me to put him and even Josh Allen, for that matter, in the same shoes as Mahomes, because Mahomes has
Yeah.
started for 4 years, and 4 years were in the AFC Championship, favors to win and go to the Super Bowl. Like,
Absolutely.
it's just it's hard to look past that. And even though Mahomes played a terrible second half, I still think he's the guy.
I personally think the only quarterback you can compare Mahomes to right now in the league is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And
I would agree with that. Yeah.
And Rodgers has one Super Bowl?
Yeah, but
they
he's
have
also
the same
got
amount of
But
Super Bowls.
he's got the Aaron
more
Rodgers
than likely
magic.
back to back.
Yeah.
Well, back to back MVPs most likely.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a beast.
No, because he's out here killing people with his lying sack of shit press conference.
Jesus.
Shit. Does everyone know that?
Yeah, did you get the memo? God.
God.
Was it a full lie or was it just a little
No.
sneaky
I
little?
think well, he talked about it on Pat McAfee's show like last Tuesday,
Yeah.
whatever he was on, and he was like,
Yeah.
I was totally ready to answer questions, but no one asked me questions, so I was like, all right,
All right.
move on to the next. Like he was like,
Yeah.
because he's like, I was fully prepared to answer questions about my vaccination status, what I meant by what I just said.
Yeah.
And
Right.
no one asked him, so he's like, all right, moving on.
Moving on.
I'm immunized.
Yeah,
I'm
Did not.
I'm immunized.
I'm the imposter.
The imposter?
I
Was
have
it
my
me?
Hep B shot. I got my tetanus shot.
Oh,
Chicken
God.
pox? I got it.
I'm a fan of Rodgers.
Yeah, I like him.
Me too.
I used to not like him. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like him, but the more I've heard from him, like him coming on the Pat McAfee show, the more I hear more like about him personally. I'm like, I like the guy. Awesome. Well, next topic. All right, so open qualifiers for Valorant started this last week, and
Jamie.
we had a disqualification.
There was drama.
There was drama.
Like, I was in the Twitter hole, going down while James and Trey were seeing these. They were doing stuff. They were trying to talk to me, and literally, I had zoned them out.
Guys,
Just
I was like, I
silence.
have to
whole
know.
conversation. Then be like, hey, Jamie, what do you think about this? Crickets. I'm like, Jamie. And she's like, what? I'm reading, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we just listened to the entire conversation. You have no idea what we're talking about. And
It's like we're not repeating ourselves.
Yeah, no, I was down a hole looking
So-
at just what happened.
Yes.
So late, we were on Sea of Thieves, and I had the Valorant tournament up. We all did, I think, in the background. And then it kept saying it had a tech pause. And I mean, it was a long tech pause. I mean, what, an hour before finally they just turned it off.
Real quick, it was T1 versus TSM.
Yeah. It was T1 versus TSM. And T1 was just basically stomping TSM.
Yeah,
they were going to lose.
They won first map. They were up decently big.
They won the first map on split, and then they were in the middle of their, what was the second map?
I thought Bree, was it Bree?
Icebox.
Icebox.
Icebox, I think. And again, they just paused and stopped it. And then come to find out, apparently T1's coach, they didn't say which coach it was, had typed in all chat of something to aid their team during the actual round,
Like
which
told
is
them,
against the rules.
told them that they were in
And
sewers. Or,
like supposedly, like Valorant hasn't come out and said what the coach said, but supposedly it was help sewers while they were on their split map. And so that's why they paused it, and they basically disqualified T1 for it, like the entire team. So even though it was just the coach that had, we don't even know how, like, if he was saying multiple things or if it was just that one thing he said. But they completely just disqualified T1, and basically TSM got a free win to go into the next round.
yeah.
And
Wow.
the pro players were just on Twitter, were just going back and forth.
It
Like,
was a 50-50 split.
TSM was all up in arms about it, saying they were a 6v5 and stuff. And one of the players, it was Curry. He won Curry. Actually, this is the second time that it's happened to him. That they've been, I think, disqualified.
Disqualified by a coach.
By a coach doing something like that, talking to them during the game.
Were they winning?
They were winning.
winning.
Yes,
So the
they were
rule-
going to
the
beat
ru-
them.
The rule is a coach can only talk to the players and
Mhm.
other people involved with the team during not by face. Sorry,
No,
during
agent select.
agent select, and just before the game starts.
Any timeouts.
Any
Any
timeouts.
timeouts.
Any-
Agent select and timeouts. That's it.
During the match, no.
Yep.
And that's-
Yes.
Just ghost silence.
And so,
yeah.
no, go ahead, Trey.
Well, like I was telling Jamie, like we were having a discussion about like why is the whole team got to get disciplined for this, and we, in my mind, it's like this is a professional organization. You're supposed to know the rules, hands down.
Yep.
Like, and I get it why they disqualify. I get it, but also it's like it's a best out of 3. You know, if they would say they were down 1 and they still lost, I mean, then that's the match. Whatever, that's on you. You're a professional. You should know better. Also, I think it's more of they should just DQ or not DQ, but like forfeit the map they're on,
Right.
and
Right.
and then move on to the next match if there is one. If
Right.
it leads there not being one, that's on you. You're professional. Figure it out.
Well,
But-
and people are really up in arms at Valorant and Riot with it because G2's coach actually did a voice comm and was voice calming to the team during the
Right.
rounds, and he didn't get disqualified. I don't even think he got a punishment for it.
Right.
And so people are mad because they also don't understand how come Valorant and Riot can't have a good set of rules and punishments for everything. Like, it seems like they're very like picky and choosy about what they how they choose to punish the teams. And like
Now-
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. So the thinking is when someone talks in the game, it's like go on, Jamie. Go on.
No,
We
okay.
gotta-
No, you're
Let's
good.
go.
So
Well,
real quick. The only issue I have with it is that it's inconsistent with what they've done in the past. So had that happened, which we don't know what was said or whatnot, or even if it even affected the round that much, is irrelevant. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You forfeit that match, you move to the next one. Kind of like what Trey was saying. Had that been the game-winning match, that sucks. You lost. Move on. You know,
Right.
what they should have done was give
Should have
split
just given TSM that
splits
map
and
split
then
and
play.
let them play
Now,
the next 2
had it
rounds
happened,
out.
both maps, I mean, that's something completely different. But they also need to
Yeah,
release that
exactly.
information.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah,
feel
so
you
they
just
did
paused.
both maps.
We just
Yeah.
don't know what the extent of it was.
Right.
Like, was he talking in their Discord the entire game? And they were monitoring it and they didn't know, or like,
Yeah.
or was it just
But
this one
in
one
that
time?
case,
Yeah.
though,
But like,
what's to say other teams aren't doing that? They can send a text message to
exactly.
their teammates, their coaches. They're not in LAN. I mean, these coaches can be texting on video calls, voice calls, and everything.
I'm sure
There's
that
no
shit
way to like monitor it.
I'm
Period.
sure that shit happens.
Yeah.
I know 100%.
And that's the
so-
problem with not having LAN tournaments.
yes,
I get this
it
is a
is a problem
giant
with not
tournament.
having
It's
LAN
an
tournaments.
it's an open qual and everything like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're open up to risk of that. It's almost like, in my opinion, that they need to have a private Discord that they join for these tournaments, and coaches are automatically pulled out for that reason. And then, like, if you see any kind of chat or any kind of communication go through, then I mean, like I said, I don't know how you monitor text messages. I don't think you
Right.
can.
You can't.
But that's also delayed. I mean, who's going to check their phone mid-round in the middle of a tournament? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I feel like there's some improvements they need to make on that, but I haven't the only issue I have is that the ruling is inconsistent with what the information that's given us.
And
They could proctor it. I mean,
Right.
just like in
Right.
college, you take tests, then like you literally have to show where your phone is, put it away, and then they can see your hands and they can see your screen.
Right.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I don't care if you have like
Um,
hand cams or whatever for when you're playing.
And I
Do
don't
that.
understand why Riot really struggles with this, because it seems like there's always something that happens every single tournament, and they just are on the
Sure.
struggle bus with it. Like, so like for example, in Worlds, this last Worlds they had at the end of the year, they had a team that used a Cypher Cam exploit, and they went through each of the rounds, and they figured out when that person was using that exploit cam, and they gave those rounds to the other team, and then they let them play out the rest of the map. So it's things like that. It's like, so it's like they get specific about certain things, but then other things they're almost really vague with. And
It comes across as TSM's the bigger organization, just push them through. That's what it comes across as.
yeah, but they got their butts kicked.
They got
by the
their
next
butts kicked
team.
by the next team. So it
They
doesn't
got their
lie. They
butts
still
handed to 'em.
lost. But
But
yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
interesting. They definitely need to work out some of their issues they have with competitive integrity.
So like, are the rules not like? Do they not? Is it not
They
clear?
have set rules. They don't have, what would you say, punishments for the rules that are like specific. You know what I mean? So it's like they're going with the flow on whatever rules are
Right.
broken.
Because my idea would be, because it doesn't sound like it's heavily monitored, like it should be. I would agree that if you get caught, you're booted, because we can't monitor everything, so we don't know everything that you've been doing. And if
Right.
you're willing to do this, we don't know what else you're doing. But if it was monitored, then yeah, what Jamie is saying, then yeah, maybe they lose this map instead, because
And
we
move on
know
to the
that it only happened here. We know that. We know they only did it once here, because
Yeah.
Right.
we can see it. But if they can't see it, it's hard for me to say, like, oh yeah, they shouldn't just lose. It's just they don't know how much has happened, and
Sure.
maybe that would will make teams not want to risk it by saying, hey, you're just gonna get booted if we figure out you guys are doing something
Right.
that you guys shouldn't be doing, and it'll make them not want to risk getting caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Yeah. And
Well,
ultimately,
and
yeah, good.
And some of the pros actually brought up the point that they would actually like them to be able, like, to let the coaches actually talk to them during a game,
Mhm.
because they said there's a lot of games that people play that coaches do talk to their players and not just at timeouts. They're constantly communicating with them and stuff like that.
Is that a thing in
So you
CS?
have
where-
pros on both sides that are like, no, then that's adding an extra person. But the coaches only get the views of their players. It's
Okay,
not
I
like
was
they're
gonna
like
ask that,
us.
yeah.
They can't see the whole map. They can only see their players' point of view. And some people think that coaches can see overall
Like
the
what we
entire
like
map,
what
and that's
we
not the
see.
case. Like what we see.
But-
They can't see
but-
what we see.
But hold up, do we know where these coaches are at?
In their own, it depends on
So
it.
they
Some
could
teams,
they could watch like us, right?
They could. I mean, I guess you would
there's a
have
delay
to.
in the streaming.
There's typically
There's
like a
delay in the
30
streaming.
second.
There's like a few minute delay, so they
Okay,
wouldn't be able to
okay.
watch like Nerd Street Gaming that it was on.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, they're here.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a
Yeah,
few minute delay.
That'd be so fucked up if they could.
That would be
Yeah, it
really
would be
fucked
Yeah.
up.
100%.
Yeah.
It would be.
Can
So-
you imagine be like, well, we can't really do anything about it. I mean,
Sorry.
Right.
sorry.
Sorry.
Use your resources. Work smarter, not harder.
At the same time, though, really, the coach just shouldn't have done it. Like, why would you do that? That's
yeah,
kind of where my mind
because
comes from.
even-
Although I get upset that
Just
the
don't
team
do it.
got punished for it. Like, I hate that.
Even if let's say they do have that delay you're saying,
Mhm.
at least the coach, if he's watching like us, he'd be able to say, well, the Silva always sets up here. He's always here. So be prepared in the beginning of the round. He always here. The Rays is here.
Jet has an op.
Yeah, the Rays has an
Yeah.
op here.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
so
In
it's just
retrospect,
hard.
though, too, that's a lot of stuff that we can tell in game too. Like, I can always say, "Oh, Rays always plays a heaven
Yeah,
ramp."
yeah, for sure.
You
for
know,
sure.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like,
I
I get what you're saying. Though.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
But
I'm
the
just-
the
I know.
delay can definitely be though the length of a round. You can set a delay for streams for any amount of time that you want. I mean, each round is what, 2 minutes? Just a 2 minute
Couple
delay. What do we care at home if we're watching it? exactly when it's happening or 2 minutes
yeah,
later.
no.
You know what I mean? We
Right.
will we don't know. You know,
Yeah.
obviously
Right.
chat or whatever will be off, but
Right.
as far as competitive integrity goes, just and I'm kind of the same way to AJ's like, you know the rules, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
You know, if you
Mhm.
if you fuck up one time, then that's something different. But like, I mean, it's very clearly said, don't talk to your players in the middle of a game. And if you're gonna do it, don't do it at all, chat.
Well, and Valorant though has it happen almost every single tournament.
Every
There's
tournament.
multiple teams that do something that is against the rule.
So
And
he wanted to talk in team chat, but he accidentally.
I
Pretty
think
much.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had the time to,
Although
and
I
he
don't
said
know
like
why it
help
took all the way to
sewers.
the next map for them to be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on,
Like-
time out, stop, check this out, you know, and then like you said, maybe there is more information that we don't know that merits a complete disqualification from the tournament, but Riot should release that information if they know it.
Like at the Worlds tournament, they did. They said they had video
evidence,
They showed
breakdown.
every single round. They broke it down like every round that he used the cam, video evidence of him using the cam, and then they, like I said, they awarded those rounds to the other team.
Right. So did you guys all watch the tournaments this week, or I think just me, Jamie, and Trey?
I did not watch.
You
Yeah,
watched it?
I think
Okay.
it was just what because you said it started on Thursday, Jamie.
Starting Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was
Yep.
going to, but I did not.
So-
What time did it start? What time did it normally start?
They usually start around
They usually
5.
start around like 3 o'clock, depending on like
Oh,
how far
yeah.
they are in the tournament. So usually 3 or 4 o'clock
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
And they're usually pretty entertaining. But do you have a list of teams that qualified, Jamie? Would you mind pulling that up?
Exit, guard. Let me think here. Exit, guard, version 1, and who was the fourth one? Let me go to my
TSM, FaZe, none of them
no.
called.
Faith Sims out. See here, challengers. Okay, version 1, exit, guard, and a crew. Nope, guard and NRG.
NRG. Okay. So we watched quite a bit of it because we just like to see and compare how teams are, you know, to what I would call the big four, you know, Sentinels, 100 Thieves, Envy,
Cloud9.
and Cloud9. And I'll be honest, I was not very impressed.
Oh, I think the top 4 teams would have rickrolled these teams.
I think that I think you
hard.
have these teams are down here, and then those 4. I just think they're. I mean, I don't know how 100 Thieves is going to look with the new roster, but they do not look like they're going to be able to compete. And so I think that's probably what we're going to see the rest of this year is those 4 teams dominating again. But things could change. First week of play, you know, just that was my takeaway. Jamie, Trey,
Yeah.
is that kind of what you guys saw as well?
I mean, I just kind of glanced over,
Sure.
and you guys.
Trey's like, I don't follow it as hard as Jamie.
But yes, watching the top tier teams play versus like when I mean top tier, like the top 5.
Yeah.
I guess I watch what Envy a lot and stuff like that. 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
And you know, those teams, it's like, and they might get one map on them, but other than that, I didn't see.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that stood out. Like this
Right.
dude's crazy. You know?
Yeah, they're making plays like I would make in a game. Like
Yeah.
don't do that. Not out here like
Nah, I'm
AJ
just
acing every
yelling
other
at
round.
you.
You know,
I'm just fucking yelling. But dude, what the fuck you doing?
what the fuck you
bro?
doing?
God,
Why'd you
it's
do
just-
that?
James,
Why'd
I
you
always
do
say,
that?
it's like, God, these guys would die in silver lobbies.
Yeah, if I sent them my highlights, they might want me.
They might want you,
Right.
dude.
Dude,
then I
There's some
played,
teams
they'd be
on.
like, dude, why aren't you doing the stuff in your highlights? I was like,
Hey.
yeah, that's only every now and then, bro.
I'm honestly holding you back, AJ. Just do your
Shut
thing,
up.
dude. I'm
Shut
done.
up.
I like to say that Trey plays off my stuff to get his kills, and so I get his kills too. So
Yeah.
we're same.
I
Yeah.
definitely get Trey's death.
He baits you.
Well, it's kind of hard to
Spe-
beat. Well, it's kind of hard though, and I'm just getting in. I will say.
Well, okay, and Trey though, Trey plays Cypher a few times ago when we were playing, and he's like, "Why the fuck am I the first person going in?" I'm like, "Trey."
Yeah. Why?
Dude,
I don't know. Like it was just like my W key. I couldn't stop pressing it.
It's like I can't stop.
And then I realized I'm not a Cypher dude.
And that, hey, I played Sage, and now I was the same way. I was like, I wanted to. You just like that. You want to take fights, and you'd rather take them, and then at one point you're like, all right, I need to sit back because I'm not using my abilities because I can't because I'm fighting people. So I get it. It's hard for me to be the bad guy. You got me and Tim. Tim jets in, I satchel, and we both died, and then Trey's picking up the pieces.
I don't mind being a little support, but like I gotta be the support player that can also defend for himself with abilities too.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
like Sage. I can wall off and slow people down. Like I'm okay with that, but like Cypher, it's like okay.
Yeah, you
You
can't
just
do
have to
anything.
wait.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna tank this. Hope you guys get hurt.
See, I'm usually one of the last people going in, so I'm like, okay, did I get my lineup for my smoke right? Okay, where do I throw this at? All right. No, oh, everybody's dead. Fuck.
Yeah. Or I have to wait for everybody because I'm like, okay, I gotta set up my stuff once everybody runs in. Then I'm gonna put up my shit, and then I'm gonna go to my spot.
Yeah.
I'm over there like Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Tim does a light a crack before he runs in. He's like, all right, guys, let's go.
You guys be all lined up. You're like, where's A? I seem like I'm about to be the last one in. Where's Ray's at? Where's AJ at? Next thing you know, double satchels into the fight. Like, why is our duelist not interesting?
I just hear there goes my hero. Speaking of Valorant, guys, I'm going to post a link to our Twitter in the comments down below and the description down below. I want to see your guys' Valorant clips. Please post them, put them on there. We are going to start a segment, probably starting next week, where we go over people's Valorant clips.
And we can get their links to Valorant clips.
We can.
I
Yep.
guess just
So
link,
all you have to do is click it, kind of like how you clip yours, AJ. If you just put that in the comment section, we'll be able to watch it. I'll pull it, and we'll have a little segment of people's Valorant clips.
No
So-
one's
And
trying to watch AJ die.
any race mains out there, I want us to go clip for clip. Show me your clip, and I'll have a clip for you. I promise. I want to see.
Yes. We'll get some clips. We'll throw some of our clips on there too to get the ball rolling. But
Yes, people want to see me die.
There's not a
in
whole-
epic proportions.
Oh,
So
yeah, we
Jamie's
wanna
the
see-
clutch-
we wanna
Jamie's
see
the clutch
those
queen.
No.
those clutch mollies from Killjoy.
Yeah. Clutch mollies. We'll see those. Any Viper mains. You got some sick lineups. Drop them down because I need them. So, Tim, see some jet plays. See some cool jet plays for Tim and
Any jet
tips.
look like.
Tim will take
Yeah.
any tips.
anybody
any
that
jet look
cosplays as
like.
Jet.
I just want to know why our Jets bottom frag every game.
Hey, before you got on, I was match MVP 2 times in a row.
2 times. He's the 2-time.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
The back
Hey,
match
okay,
MVP.
he's never bottom frag because that's my spot. So he's at least got one leg up on me.
Jamie literally middle frags like every
Yeah,
now and
yeah.
then, like, well, not even every now and then, like quite often. Like I don't know what she's talking about.
I'm just
No.
shooting. I'm just shooting for second and
He
third
does.
place. That's where if I'm there, I'm happy because I'm not going to get first. that one's reserved. So awesome. Yes, I do want to see those clips, guys. So send them in, and it doesn't have to be Valorant either. I want to see all gaming clips. So hit me up any cool stuff you guys have. So here was a big one that I just read about today. Bungie's been bought out by Sony. So I think I read, was it like 3.6
What the
billion?
fuck is Bungie?
I honestly,
My
you
first
said that.
thought.
I'm like, who's Bungie?
So
and what is-
Bungie was
what do
the
they
original.
have?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
In my
an
opinion,
Xbox fanboy. Sorry.
right? In my opinion, not as big of a buyout as what Xbox had with Activision Blizzard,
Yeah.
but
No.
Bungie was the original creator of Halo.
And ain't no more.
Ain't no
So what
more.
else they got?
Yes,
Destiny.
they have Destiny, Destiny 2. And I read something today because I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I mean, Destiny. I think Destiny 3 might be coming out sometime soon. It is a pretty popular game, but that's pretty much all you get from it. I heard rumor that potentially Sony was going to look at making a Destiny like TV show. Kind of like how they're making a Halo one, make a
That'd be
TV
dope.
show based
The
on
Halo
Destiny.
one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the Halo one
I
looks
don't watch-
cool.
I don't play Destiny, but I think I'd give the show a chance.
I would too. I've played some Destiny. I've kind of gotten like the it has pretty good lore and plot from what I remember. So it would make a pretty decent TV show, I think. Tim, you said you played through the first Destiny, didn't you?
Yeah, we beat it in like a weekend.
Yeah, it's a pretty short game.
Pretty short game.
Yeah, but I think that the material would be there to make a good show, kind of like what they're doing with Halo. Paramount Plus is doing with Halo right now, which I'm excited for. I think it comes out in March. So
Yeah.
I think end of March. I think is what I read. This March 27. I don't know why March 27 sticking out in my head, but anyways, to me that may be the main point that they're trying to drive home. I just can't believe that they would get a lot of, movement in the gaming industry for that, but not like Xbox getting for Activision Blizzard.
Yes, they're just
Right.
nowhere as close. I mean,
I mean-
you can just look at the numbers and know they're nowhere as close.
Yeah.
3 billion, 78 billion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, if I'm owner of Destiny and they want like, hey, we'll give you $3 billion for
Yeah.
I got a
100%.
dead game. Take that shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Which, it's kind of interesting too, because are we going to see other buyouts by by Xbox and Sony? I mean, are we going to see
Like-
anything like, Epic Games? Are they going to get bought out eventually by some company? I can't imagine they would, but some of these smaller
And then they
companies.
get the rights to Fortnite, dude. But how much longer is Fortnite gonna be
I,
popular? I don't even
right.
consider it top 10 right
Hey,
now.
whoever gets Rockstar, dub.
Dub. The straight dub.
GTA,
Yeah.
GTA, dub.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
game.
Red Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Red Dead. Yeah, absolutely. So
I don't think Rockstar will sell out like that, but
no.
Yeah.
And they're becoming. Like I said, I don't personally see Epic Games doing anything. I don't see Riot doing anything either. I mean, they have arguably the two top esports currently. I don't see them getting rid of those anytime soon.
Overwatch.
Yep, and Overwatch as well. But it brought me back to kind of something that AJ said last week on the podcast, was that it's going to be not so much it's going to be a content war. And I think that's what we're starting to see is these Sony and Microsoft going back and forth to see who can procure the best content. So it's gonna be interesting to watch. I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of these impacts this year, but I think probably beginning, maybe towards the end of the year, but beginning of next year, we're gonna probably see the fruits of all this.
For sure.
So that's kind of all. There wasn't a whole lot of news on that one. This next topic was actually pretty interesting. So I was talking to Tim, and Tim, do you want to talk about a little bit what you read about Marvel Multiverse?
Oh yeah, so I guess it's I'm hearing a lot of rumors that Tom Cruise is gonna play a variant of Iron Man in the new multiverse.
Yep. So
So
are
I think
you?
he might be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Have you guys caught up on all the Marvel stuff? Do you guys watch all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
not caught up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep up in a way.
Right.
I
Okay.
didn't, the only thing I have not watched is the What If series on Disney Plus.
You saw the new Spider-Man?
Yes, all
Yes, okay.
Spider-Man,
And
Some Eternals.
Yep.
all that.
So kind of like without spoilers here, Marvel has definitely
Okay, it's
opened
been
up.
out for 2 months now.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
fuck it. Okay.
At this
Stop
point,
it.
it's not
That's a
spoilers.
spoiler
If you
for
haven't
me.
seen it, you don't want to see it.
It might the spoiler for
It's
AJ
a
though.
spoiler for me. No, I'm just kidding. You guys- I'm good.
So anybody saw the new Spider-Man, you know that they brought in the multiverse. I mean, we brought in Spider-Man from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man were in it. And towards the end of that movie, you saw like a lot of different things going on when they're closing the portals to that multiverse. The theory is that Doctor Strange in this new movie is going to explore that more. And so leak has it that Tom Cruise is going to be a variant of Iron Man in another universe, which is pretty cool because Tom Cruise was
Will Smith.
Yeah.
right. Tom Cruise was
Man,
going to be the original
blew it.
Iron Man.
What an opportunity, dude.
With
Bring
Will Smith.
into dude.
Oh,
They blew it.
they might. They
Will
might.
Smith is already. No, I guess that's
Hitchcock.
Never mind. That's DC.
But yeah. So Tom Cruise is actually one of the people that was going to play Iron Man originally.
I do like some Cruise in my life, so
And it kind of fits, honestly. Like the way he plays his character, I could see it. And Tim, you said it's a certain kind of Iron Man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the comics. There's like an Ultimate Iron Man. I can't think of his name right now, but apparently he has possession of 3 Infinity Stones.
Yeah, it's an Iron Man that's defeated Thanos basically single-handedly. One that made Ultron work. Just like a souped up version of Iron Man that we could see.
But he's a better Iron Man.
Kind of,
Yeah.
But and I could definitely see that happen because I don't think they bring back Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man again because as far as I know, he doesn't want
I
to.
don't think he wants to.
I think he wanted the
flat
end of
out
that
said that he was
character. He's
done.
good to go.
Yeah.
Another thing this brings up is I heard a rumor that they're looking at getting X-Men pulled in on there, Fantastic Four, all that brought in. People are thinking Hugh Jackman will come back and play Wolverine again. I don't see it. As much as I would want it.
No, he
He
also
won't
said
do
he
it.
was done.
I
He liked
want-
how they ended Wolverine. He was
Like,
good
Oh,
with
it's
that.
great ending.
I do
Great
not
ending.
want to like when my version of like when I see like I really enjoy Marvels. Like huge
Yes.
fan. But I do not want to see X-Men intertwined with Marvel Avengers, and I don't want to see fucking the Fantastic Four
Yeah.
with them. It's like
Well,
those are separate things. Keep them separate.
yeah.
Avengers in my mind are what the Avengers are now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
expand on those characters, keep developing them, but don't like start meshing everything together. It's just like I don't know.
Well, apparently they're building
I don't-
up because what they want to do is bring in. Have you guys seen the Loki show?
Mhm.
Bring in Kang the Conqueror from the end of that one. Apparently, he's
Mhm.
supposed to be the next big bad guy for that, and then that would also bring in Doctor Doom from Fantastic Four. So to make like almost like I don't call it like a League of Villains kind of.
But that character was in a Marvel Avengers, like like he wasn't in his own movie, and then they just brought him in.
Right.
He was in the TV show with the Marvel Avengers.
Right.
like, with
Yes.
the Avengers.
Right. The Kang
So-
the Conqueror stuff. Yes. Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I would be okay with that. In fact, I'd be stoked about that because
Yes.
I love that series. It's my
Yes.
favorite one. But yeah, but I don't know how I feel about bringing other
Yes.
series characters into this.
Right. It would have to be done right. The thing I worry about is just overcomplicating everything, kind of like what X-Men did when they do the whole future stuff in the different timelines and stuff like that. I think if you brought in a few, it would be fine. But if you're talking about, like I said, bringing in the entire X-Men, and there's also rumor that Chris Evans is going to be the Human Torch, like he was for Fantastic Four. They're like as a different variant,
Technically, X-Men is in it a little bit because of Wanda and her brother.
True, that is true. But
But-
but what version of
So-
X-Men is that? Just like we
Right.
see Venom, right, in the current Marvel universe. That's not the same Marvel universe as what we have with like Iron Man and all that. It's Tim, it's Andrew Garfield's.
Yeah, it's
Also,
Andrew
something
Garfield.
about something about that. It was still out there. The new Vision.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
The-
he is
that
still
white
out
he
there.
is still out
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and, like they're gonna bring him back. Some like yeah. So
yeah. So go ahead, Tim.
What I heard though, it wasn't really like you say X-Men, but I'm pretty sure it's not all the X-Men. I'm pretty sure they're just bringing in like main characters and villains. I think
Yes.
it's mostly supposed to be the villain portion of X-Men because I think they're trying to make because like Black Widow kind of led up to it, like and all that. They're trying to like create like a ultimate villain squad run by
Right.
Kane.
Right, run by Kang.
Like James said, like a League of Villains.
Like a League
Yeah.
of Villains in a way, yeah. And I could see something like it's hard to say. I could see something like that, but if you bring in the villains of these like very popular franchises, how do you not bring in like the main characters from those franchises too? Like, I don't want them to convolute it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, I mean,
Right.
Spider-Man: No Way Home was extremely popular and it was very fan servicey from bringing in the extra Spider-Man, and it worked.
I did.
You
think
know,
about this right now with the Loki series. Loki's actually in a parallel universe right now.
yeah,
Right.
And so who knows what characters are going to be from there that they're going to bring over,
right.
Like so
I thought about this, Trey. I forgot to bring it up to you. So, because I know you're a big fan of the Loki series. So at the end of the Loki series, they go back and the timelines are just going crazy.
Hmm.
I think that is when it started going crazy is exactly when Spider-Man does his thing. Do you know how? Because if you think about it, had Spider-Man messed with the timelines, stuff like that, like he was doing, why wouldn't a time cop just show up and arrest him? So I think what happened in Spider-Man: No Way Home is what's causing all of that, like branches going
or would
off.
it be or
Not
or
only
not-
that though, it's
I don't know. I think it'd be after because in
You think
my
the
mind,
Loki stuff would be after?
I think I think the Spider-Man thing would be after because I think when they killed the guy or whatever killed the guy,
Yeah.
he's in charge of like controlling everything.
Right.
And when they try to take his spot, whatever you want, however you
That's
wanna
when
perceive that's when it branches out. And I think since every what's it called? Where all the what's the places called where all the workers are at?
Oh, the
TSA, not
Yeah.
TSA.
No,
The Nexus.
TSA.
was it the Nexus?
Okay, TSA.
They're
TSA.
checking your bag.
TSA.
Every single one of them, doesn't matter what universe, is in shambles because of this. Because
That's
the
true.
timekeeper
Because-
in charge of every single one of them
Right.
is now gone. So they're all in shambles. So I think, yeah, Spider-Man happened after this, and it doesn't matter.
It's just part
Yeah,
of
it
that
just doesn't
chaos.
matter. Yes, yes.
I totally agree with Trey, and also the reason why I think that it's because you if you play WandaVision and Loki, the last episodes at the exact same time when Wanda pretty much breaks the multiverse,
Uh-huh.
when she turns into Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
that's when Kane was like, "Oh, like what just happened? Like
What?
I don't know what's gonna happen next." If
I need
you
to go
play
back and
them at the
watch that.
exact
Wait,
same
hold
time,
on. For real?
yeah, I told
That's
you
crazy.
that a while ago. So if you play them at the exact same time, at the same moment that Wanda, pretty much breaks things, and then the bad guy in WandaVision's like,
Uh-huh.
you don't know what you just did. That's when Kane was looking around like,
like, what
what
just-
just happened,
Like,
and he's
what
like,
just
I don't,
happened?
he's like, I don't know what's gonna happen
Wow.
next.
That's
That's
foresight.
Tim, you just blew my fucking
You just
mind.
blew
Yeah,
my
right?
mind, dude.
Watch this. Oh,
Trey's like, I gotta go watch
how'd you figure this out? Did you hear this online? and
I
you just look at
I
it?
personally didn't. I was watching a TikTok, and someone said if you play them at the exact same time at the same
I need to
moment.
do it.
Yes,
I need to
someone
do
else-
it.
someone else
If
will
it's
do
on-
it.
if
I
it's
need to
on the
do
internet,
it.
it's
I need
gotta
to
be
do
true.
it.
Yeah,
By the
Trey
way,
doesn't
Tim was
immediately.
close
Trey
to
immediately
TVA.
doesn't believe it.
I'm trying
TVA?
it.
TVA,
I'm trying it. I am
Time
trying.
Variant Authority.
I am trying it, and I'm going to report back.
Okay.
Well, because
all
you
right.
don't because he just kind of acted because it was kind of random that
No,
he was
it
just kind
was,
of looking
yes.
around like,
Yeah.
what the
It
fuck just happened?
was.
It was very random. I just thought he was just like I don't know what I thought. I was just like, it's just a
Well,
weird
Jake-
quirk or something.
It
I'm
also
gonna have to go
fits
back and
your
watch this shit
argument.
now.
It fits your argument that why wouldn't the time cops come and stop her then? Because she fucked up the
Right,
universe.
because she fucked up the universe. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they fit in well. I do. I am a big fan of the Loki series, and I liked WandaVision. I could care less about some of the other ones that have came out.
Someone just look it up right now. We can prove it.
Yeah, let me look that up. Hold on. All right, somebody talk about something while I look this up.
I don't know.
Somebody say
if
someone hit
it's true-
somebody.
Dude, if it's true, then that's insane.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a cool twist. That
That's
really takes, like,
crazy.
it takes like a really big fan to know
For
or
sure.
figure out to spread that. That's a cool twist.
Hold on. I'm watching the time thing right now. They're about that 20 minutes.
live.
Okay, hold on. That 20 minutes.
Thank you.
Hey AJ, what are you drinking, dude?
Hold up.
Oh, yep, it says it right here.
It does.
Desert.com. Some
Okay.
some
Have you had
I've,
this
I've,
before?
I saw those in someone's car today,
Really?
and I thought to myself, "What are those?"
Here.
Dude,
Bomb. Same.
they're great.
at 27. Okay, I actually have the exact time of all of it.
Yeah. Give me the.
27.
Okay.
27:55. The moment where Wanda becomes a Scarlet Witch in WandaVision happens at the
I'm watching
exact
it right
same
now.
time. He Who Remains tells Loki and Sylvie, "We just crossed the threshold." And then at
Oh,
28:14,
dude. He's looking off to the side.
It's got chills.
Agatha Harkness hits the ground in WandaVision, and He Who Remains drops something on his desk. Like, what the fuck just happened?
That's crazy.
They're linked. So whoever wrote this is genius.
Wow. Yeah. He just drops it. He drops at the same time as Agatha falls too.
Yep.
Whoa, dude. Hold on.
My nipples just got. I don't know if I'm cold or what.
It's
dude.
insane.
That's
That-
fucking
that
wild.
kinda
Guys,
helps-
look that
helps
up.
Trey's point. Well, that helps Trey's point of
Yes.
thinking Spider-Man is after the fact because that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Right.
sense
They-
because
everything's
she
already in
broke
shambles.
the time.
Everything's
She
already in
broke
shambles.
it.
Wanda
Wow.
broke it.
Wanda broke it.
Wanda's the
Wanda
reason.
broke
it
it.
I
broke.
also heard
Yeah,
Wanda
broke
might
it,
be a
and
villain
then
for a bit.
Loki and them are
James,
really fucked it up. Then.
Yeah.
did you
And
watch
then-
it
yeah,
just
and then
now or
well,
what?
Kane-
I did just
yeah,
watch it.
Kane-
Yes.
It was it.
Yes, it was. It is true.
All right.
Good Kane could have fixed the
All right.
timeline, but Sylvie killed Kane.
Yeah.
So
I would show it, but I don't know if it's copyright or anything.
Oh, that's probably copyright.
Right.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah.
that.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
but it's
100%,
fucking.
yeah.
It's
Next
fucking
thing
cool.
you know, we only
Check
got
it-
one
guys,
video on YouTube.
Right. Check it out, guys. Look up WandaVision Loki sync. Just look it up. It has the timestamps and everything on it. check it out. It's actually really, really interesting. Cool. That kind of gets me excited.
All right, time for some Valorant. What?
Time for some unpopular opinions.
Oh,
So we're going to end the
Unpopular
show.
opinion.
We're going to end the show on this. So we're going to go around the room, and I want everybody to give an unpopular opinion. This is an opinion that you have that goes against the grain of what generally people think. So, like, just for example, this isn't mine. Nickelback is a great band. Okay, they are, but that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people say that they're bad, right? And but you think they're good. Okay, so I will go ahead and kick it off and say this. This one's going to upset Trey.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Oreo.
No, don't say it.
I'm going to say it. Oreos are an overrated cookie. They are not that good. Okay. A top tier cookie does not need a supporting cast of milk to be excellent.
Hey, look,
You don't know
hold up.
Melty Oreos,
Hold
Yes.
up. I was about to disagree, but until he said that last part, Oreos are not the same without milk.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
So-
I hate Oreos with milk though.
What?
Oreos, just plain
Yeah,
Oreos are the
You are
best.
just out here eating Oreos with no
No,
milk.
it's just
Me?
gross.
I want to eat a
James,
whole
James,
It's
to
so
check on her.
bad.
Oreos.
James,
Yes.
you need to check on her.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a taste bud
That
check
is
because when
sus.
she says hers, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Okay,
That is
I
sus.
No, hold on,
need
hold on.
Oreos.
I'm sorry. Did you just say Oreos are not
I
the best
did.
cookie in the
I did because a nice warm chocolate
Wasn't
chip
Trey's
cookie.
picture of Oreo? Wasn't his picture of Oreo for the longest?
A nice.
We just lost our sponsor.
No, it absolutely is Milk's favorite cookie.
It's Milk's favorite cookie. You understand that you dip every cookie in fucking milk?
Not
If you
every.
don't, You're a fucking stooge.
A whoa, hold on.
You're back
A-
out of here.
A
did-
fresh
okay,
chocolate
okay,
chip
hold on.
cookie straight out of the oven doesn't need shit. It's just fucking good.
Hey, James, it doesn't, but I still dip it in milk.
Right, but it doesn't
So you
need
say
it.
AJ still needs milk to
No,
make his
no,
cookies good?
no. I'm saying it doesn't
Huh?
need it. I'm saying it doesn't
AJ,
need
you
it.
still need milk to make your cookies good.
No, I just do it because, but Oreos absolutely need milk.
Oreos need
they're the
milk.
best. You twist them and then you eat them. Yes.
And then the
Well, you eat them
rest
whole.
of it's
I
fucking
can eat Oreos
trash.
Anyway.
It's just
They're
trash and you
delicious.
leave your mouth dry. Oreos need milk to be good.
Okay.
Other cookies don't.
Give me. Let me get a chance to rebuttal here. Jesus Christ! You're just screaming in your mic. You don't even know what you're fucking saying. So you're just
'Cause I'm
in a
right.
Delusion in just a glass case of
Yes,
emotions
I'm
around
loving
you. You're
it.
just full of
I'm loving
delusion,
it.
dude.
I'm loving it.
God. Okay, when I say you don't need to dip it, more or less, it's like when you eat a cookie, you gotta have a glass of milk with it. You gotta drink
Sure.
milk. Yeah,
It doesn't. But some cookies
But-
don't need it.
yeah, that's fine. You ain't gonna fucking drink. You're gonna fucking drink a glass of milk with a Raisin Bran. Who's eating fucking Raisin Bran cookies? No one.
I like
My
Raisin
point
Bran.
is, when you combine two things that you drink and eat at the same time, but put them together to make it even better, why is it not the best cookie?
because what I would consider the best cookie in the world doesn't need it to be good.
It's the
He's like,
same
"I wanna say
argument.
something."
It's the same argument with steak and sauce. If your-
Exactly.
If your steak's good enough, it
I
just
don't want to get into that right now.
Oh wait, what? Oh, did I touch a spot? Did I touch a spot?
You touch
I was
something.
going there,
One
dude.
word.
Okay.
Of that is okay. Anyways, I think we need to have a disclaimer. Oreo, we would still love. a
Well, yeah,
sponsor.
absolutely. Oreo, you are fantastic. Okay, I love you with milk,
They're the best cookies out there.
but you need.
Oh, we're
you-
trying to
you
get a
need-
sponsor.
Hey.
Yeah, Oreo. You guys
Yeah,
are the
Oreo.
best.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the best cookie
Oreo.
without milk.
When I eat you, I take two at the same time, dip in the glass of milk, and wait till all the bubbles gone. You give a little pinch, and if it squishes, perfect texture. This stooge up here
I'm
saying
the
that you're not
salad.
number one can eat a dick. Honestly, don't give him fucking shit.
Hey. That's my
Give it to his
opinion.
wife.
That is
That's
my
right.
opinion.
Hey, I eat Oreo thins, so
Oreo
I-
thins?
I still
Oh,
prefer
no,
the thins.
AJ.
I will
Oh,
say-
no.
I will say, I have it down to a science though. The family size double stuff Oreo does not soak up milk like the original Oreo size.
Hmm.
You do not get the double stuff.
Yeah,
You
don't get
the-
double stuff.
You
Who's doing
never
that?
get
Original's the
You
best.
don't- if you go in there and you shop for double stuff, I cannot
stuff.
be friends with you. I'd be like, you obviously don't fucking like Oreos because you're eating double stuff. You think the fucking frosting's better than the.
I mean, I'll take Chip
Yeah,
Ahoy
no
any day.
frosting. Yeah, chips are soft or
Soft,
hard?
dude. Soft.
I was like, it's like
Chewy?
You're soft. I have
you're
Chewies,
not-
dude.
you're
They're
not
so
my
good.
3-year-old who's like pulling them apart and licking the fucking inside
Dude,
first, and then
just
not even eating the fucking cookie.
I'm
even
trying to
know.
hear
Our
Tim's.
boys do
I'm trying to hear
too.
Tim's mix.
Like that's disgusting.
All right. Tim, what you got? That's my unpopular opinion.
Shut
Okay?
up, James. Go
Feel
on,
free.
Tim.
Let me know your arguments in the chat, in the comments. Tim, you're up.
All right, I'd say I like to get this one off my chest a lot. I think Beyonce's overrated and Rihanna's way better.
Okay.
Riri's pregnant.
Hey, she
Riri
is.
is pregnant.
She is.
Yeah, Nick Cannon got
is.
another girl pregnant too.
I'm trying
What?
to think if
Yeah,
I
isn't he
agree. I'm
married though?
trying to think if I agree
Probably.
with Tim's statement.
Okay.
AJ's like, I have to figure this out. I agree with Tim. I think Beyonce's overrated. I think she was great in Destiny's Child. I love Destiny's Child. But I think Beyonce herself is overrated. I really do like
He's
Rihanna
gone.
though, too.
He's fucking gone.
I vibe with Rihanna's songs more, I think.
I do
So-
too.
Way more.
Like if I have a
Yeah.
Rihanna song,
I'm
like if
not a
Umbrella
single
comes
lady,
on,
I can't relate.
But I mean, sometimes you don't know what she's saying, but it's cool.
I will say, yeah. I will say, like, I think vocally Beyonce's better, but
Yeah.
like Rihanna's songs are just vibes.
No.
Just like,
no, not even that.
No, Tim.
Interesting.
I do think Rihanna has a better voice as well.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
Damn.
Beyonce is so
They're
overrated.
selling.
I
They're
think he's
selling.
using
I
attractiveness
think-
to persuade his
Yeah.
Like we all know Rihanna looks better. than
Rihanna just
Beyonce.
got real thick because she's
But-
pregnant.
Yeah, she got
So
it.
Tim is liking that.
Dude, if you listen to Umbrella,
Exhibit
that's
A.
my only argument.
Exhibit B, love the way you lie.
Ella,
Ella.
under my umbrella.
Oh,
Talking
we're
about
gonna
her.
sing all the
Ella.
single
Okay, single lady.
Played at every
All right,
wedding.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
my opinion.
That is a good one. All right, let's jump over to AJ.
And I didn't really think about this, so I'm just gonna say that I don't know if this is unpopular or not, but Frosted Flakes are the best cereal out there.
Interesting.
For
Frosted
sure.
Flakes, really?
Trey's like,
Trey's
oh
like,
my God.
Frosted Flakes are absolute best cereal ever.
Trey hates all of us.
Listen. You put the Frosted Flakes in a bowl. You do not cover over the Frosted Flakes. Half milk.
You
is
gotta
under-
Okay,
You
I
gotta
agree
add
with
sugar
that.
to it.
I
No,
agree
even
with
make
that.
it taste flakes.
Syrup.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. You said you have to add sugar to Frosted Flakes. What do you think I'm talking about? Cheerios?
Jamie put syrup.
Mix?
Jamie
Make
put
it even
This ain't
taste
checks.
good.
No, syrup. You
Jamie
put
put syrup in hers.
some Mrs. Butterworth syrup on top of Frosted
Who
Flakes.
does?
That's
Trey
the best
Jamie
thing
does.
ever.
Jamie does.
So, are you agreeing that Frosted Flakes are the best cereal? I mean, with
If
the
I
last.
have some syrup on it, I could agree that it is very
Who is
top tier.
doing that? Hold up.
Oh,
I
wait till
almost
she
didn't
does hers. Wait till
even
she does hers.
register what you just said. You said you put syrup, maple
Yes.
syrup,
I do. What is that chick's name? Aunt Jemima. No, is it Aunt Jemima?
and your mom. Oh no. Oh, Aunt Joe something. Yeah, I know who
Yeah,
you're talking about.
that
Just
syrup.
something, yeah.
Take that. Put on some. You only put your
Oh
Frosted
my
Flakes in.
God.
Fill it half full of
Out.
milk. Put some syrup on it.
Jamie has
And eat
diabetes.
it.
Oh my God, I'm clipping that.
Oh my god.
Okay,
my
crazy thing though.
God.
I've been doing that since I was a kid.
Okay,
because
hold
my
on.
dad did.
Already
We've lost this.
Maybe you're
Frosted
not
Flakes.
500 pounds.
Frosted Flakes
I
are
have-
not the
I have-
best.
Hold up. I have no idea what Trey's talking about. Frosted Flakes do not need sugar. Like, I have no idea.
Baby syrup.
What was your parents getting? They were getting you. Hold up. What are those cereals? Those flake
First off-
cereal with no
No, first off,
Fruity
no,
Pebbles?
tiger on them?
No,
With the,
no,
in the blue
no,
box
no,
with the
no,
tiger, right?
No,
Trey?
no,
With the tiger.
They're great.
no.
They're great.
I'm telling
Great,
you,
Tony
when
the
I had
Tiger.
Frosted Flakes, I would get a little sugar, drizzled on there, and I'd get
Oh
probably
my
2 or 3
God.
spoonfuls of sugar just
You
to
are-
get because, and honestly,
Right?
to even make it taste better, I'd let this milk soak on it to make them soggy.
Trey,
Oh,
I
man.
put sugar on my
What?
frosted Cheerios.
It's just like fuck
I
that.
could be working towards diabetes. I
Okay,
could be working towards
Fruity Pebbles are
Hey,
like
it's me and
top
you both,
tier.
it's fine.
No, actually, like peanut butter puffs, like peanut butter Captain Crunch, like that's the
Reese's?
best.
Oh,
No, not Reese's
yeah.
Puffs. No,
Peanut butter Captain
peanut butter Crunch is superior to Reese's. But Frosted
Stop
Flakes
saying
is
fucking Reese's.
Hold up. I
What's
want to
up
hear all
with
you
these?
guys'. Let me hear you guys' favorite cereals so I can know who's the idiots and who isn't.
Reese's. I'm pissing him off that I say Reese's. Captain
Come on.
Crunch. That's the best.
Captain Crunch.
Yep.
Crunch berries with the crunch berries.
No, the Reese's.
Oh, the Reese's Captain
Reese's
Crunch.
Ca-
I
Yeah.
thought
or the
you
peanut
said-
butter. Peanut
Like
butter.
the
berries.
peanut butter kind.
Oh my, yeah, I was about to flame James real quick.
The peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Jamie, so you're telling me this syrup shit is your favorite cereal? That's what you're telling
Honestly,
me?
if I had
Syrup?
syrup to put on it, yes. I
Oh
mean, I
my
do that with
God.
that. I do regular bran. I do that with those almond.
What
what's those
cereal?
almond ones?
Almond
Honey
Joys?
nut? No, what are those almond
Almond.
ones?
Yeah, the
What
almond.
cereal will you eat
I can't remember
regular?
this.
What cereal will you eat regular?
Ones that have like marshmallows in it. Like my kids got one that
Lucky
are like Fruity
Charms?
Pebbles with marshmallows in it. That's
Yeah, it
actually
was pretty
very
fire,
good.
yeah,
I was
it was
like,
pretty
I can
good.
eat this bowl every
Fruity
single
Pebbles,
Pebbles.
you
It was
literally
good.
have to eat that in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Or
it's
you
got
do, or
marshmallows.
you do, or
It was
you're
good.
eating
I mean,
mud.
oatmeal.
You're eating
not
mud.
if you don't half full of milk. You never fill up your
Oh,
bowl
no.
of
Exactly.
Okay,
cereal.
okay.
You're right.
Too
You're
I
right.
am-
much
That is
milk.
exactly
It
right.
Milk-
sogs it
Exactly
up.
right.
Milk
That is
over
Nice
the
exactly
and
right.
crispy.
milk over the
Go
top
ahead,
of my
Jay.
cereal. Milk over the top
Oh,
of my cereal.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. If I
Yep.
came to your house, I'm pouring half of your milk out. If I ever
I
saw
look
you.
at it sometimes when I pour
Hold
half
on.
full of cereal, I'm like pouring it. I'm
Yep.
like looking at it. I'm like,
Milk only halfway as far as the cereal goes up.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
no.
Are you pouring your milk in before the cereal?
No, fuck no.
nobody-
No, no,
I swear I thought.
No, no.
those people are crazy.
Tim, let me tell these guys. Give them a good cereal.
Yeah, I really like mini wheats.
I do too.
Oh, this
Hey,
guy
we
is
just got
98. Oh my.
Dude, I
He's
love
98.
Hey.
I do too. I do too. It's so good.
Hey, guess what I'm doing?
Yeah. Sugar, exactly.
Sugar.
I understand that, Trey. I understand that. That makes
Oh
sense.
man.
Because if you don't eat mini wheats right, and you don't eat it with the sugar side down, how's your favorite cereal? How's your favorite cereal? Cereal you have to eat properly. You literally have to eat a certain way.
Oh
Okay,
god.
okay.
It doesn't have frost. Like, do you do frosted mini wheats though?
100%.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
I
what I meant.
hate when you get the little mini wheats that have no frosting on them. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
love
like.
mini
That's
wheats,
what I'm
though.
saying.
Crazy thing
Or
is,
if you
I
eat it,
literally am picturing myself eating them the way AJ is talking.
exactly.
Yeah,
if
you
eat it
gotta-
sugar
sure.
side up. If you eat it
Such a
sugar
piece of
side up,
shit,
you
man.
fucked yourself.
Yeah, dude, for
God.
sure.
All right, Trey.
I never even thought
All
about that. I do it though.
Oh my
AJ, you will not be disappointed here. Okay.
Okay,
I
let me
bet
hear
we
it.
will.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Hey, that's an elite cereal.
guys,
I'm okay with that.
I
You don't add sugar or nothing to it?
No.
just syrup.
No syrup? No honey? Do you add
it's
honey?
covered in sugar.
Ranch.
Trey adds more cinnamon.
Ranch.
Trey
Add more
adds
cinnamon.
Ranch.
Oh
Hey,
my
stop
god.
knocking ranch, okay?
All right.
Trey's
I
like,
I know what Jamie's is. We're gonna save hers for last, but let me get Trey's.
Okay. I got a few. And James knows them.
I
I don't know
do.
if everyone else knows them. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up our Discord, James, because I just went on a rant one day about how he's just a stooge, and I know.
Oh, dude, I know where you're going with this.
All right, everyone knows about the case, the yellow case over White Coast. I'm not gonna bring that one up,
Because
I
it's
will
wrong.
but I will say, pancakes are way
Get
better than waffles.
the fuck
my
out.
God,
No.
No.
No, waffles are better in every
who
way.
is saying no? Who's saying no?
Waffles are way
I'm
better.
saying no.
Tim,
Oh
Tim.
my God.
Tim.
Waffles!
You saying waffles, Tim?
Waffles!
For sure. They got
Waffles.
pockets of syrup.
Yeah, you got little
What?
pockets of
Waffles.
They
goodness.
got pockets of syrup.
Yes, waffles are the absolute best.
Waffles are
Pancakes
better
are
than
gross. You know what, Trey?
pancakes.
I'm not surprised though, since you like soggy cereal and soggy cookies.
I like soda.
You know what? If someone put in front of me 2 stacked pancakes or chocolate chip, and someone put in front of me 2 stacked waffles or chocolate chip, I'm probably gonna just toss those in the fucking
Who the fuck's
trash.
putting chocolate chip in the waffles? then?
Really?
Chocolate
Just
chip
eat
pancakes.
both.
Okay, this
If
goes
you're
back to
not,
me.
Exactly.
This goes back to me.
Waffles, exactly. Waffles don't even have chocolate chip
They
versions.
don't need them.
They
They don't need
Oh
them.
my
don't
god.
need
They
it.
do.
You guys have
Whoa,
That's
you do
strawberry
not just say
pancake.
waffles. Eggo waffles has chocolate chip. Eggo waffle. Eggo
Yeah,
waffle.
Hey, bubble.
and I tried
There's
those.
chocolate chip. There's
And
blueberry.
that's a fake waffle. It's
and
fake.
There's
still
chocolate chip waffles.
That thing is like
That
eating
thing you're
a fucking
chewing on it
rubber.
still. If you eat that
Yeah,
waffle
okay,
right
I
now,
will
you couldn't
say.
even talk to me right now
Yeah.
because you're
You
still
guys-
chewing on
You guys
it.
have
Eggo's
one
outta
flavor.
here.
You got
Eggo's are
buttermilk and you get the
awful.
little dab of butter on there to make it taste good. What the fuck?
Okay, you
You
lost
don't
me,
put
Tim, though.
butter-
I like Eggo waffles. I
And
like
listen,
the
that's
crispy
the other
You
thing. That's the other
don't.
thing.
waffles.
No, hold on. No.
Yes.
Listen, let me see you spread butter on a waffle. I want to see how well that
Yeah.
goes.
You
for
put
you.
butter
Let
on
me see
waffles.
you
You
put
put
butter
peanut
on
butter.
waffles.
You put peanut butter. Peanut butter syrup.
Yeah.
I do like
No,
that
you
though
put
too.
peanut butter on pancakes.
You said, yeah,
You
peanut
do
butter on
peanut butter
pancakes.
and syrup on
Okay.
both.
Okay.
Tim gets it.
But when
Tim
you
gets it.
do get the butter on there and you're eating your waffle and you have these little pockets of fucking deliciousness, tell me that waffles are not better than
I
pancakes.
don't like pockets of butter though. That's gross.
So you have one stick of butter in one pocket. That's what I want to eat.
Hey, it's fucking lit.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
Glad
that
you're on
bite,
board. Glad you're on board.
yeah, that bite is better than the entire waffle.
Yeah, exactly. The middle. The middle. That's crazy.
Waffles are better than pancakes. That is
We're
just a
outnumbered
fact.
2-3, so I guess it is an unpopular opinion.
It was my turn to give. Pancakes are better than waffles, and then we can go to the next one. Okay.
All right. Trey says pancakes are better than waffles. Please let us know in the comments how wrong he is. So
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Who's on the right side?
yeah,
if you
and
honestly-
I want to know who has the craziest opinion on here because we're about to get to a crazy one.
And honestly, if you do say
Whatever.
waffles are better than pancakes,
Everybody
don't
knows
fucking
this
sub or
one.
Like this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jamie, I actually don't know if AJ knows this one or not.
No, we talked about this one day.
Yeah, Jamie,
really?
Jamie, give it.
Ranch dressing is the absolute best condiment out there. You don't need anything
No,
else.
no,
No
no.
ketchup, no mustard,
No.
no spicy brown, no barbecue.
You're
Straight up
disgusting.
ranch.
On
On
what?
everything.
No. I'm fine
Hot
with
dogs,
ranch. No,
spaghetti, lasagna, steak,
no. Hot
French
dogs.
fries,
No. No. Hot dogs. No.
hamburgers.
You're putting ranch on a glizzy?
She puts ranch on hot
she said
dogs.
steak.
We are never having
She said
ranch in our house.
And she said steak. She said steak.
Ranch goes on everything. Yes, it goes on a steak
We have
too.
to buy
It's
the big
delicious.
fucking things of ranch at Walmart.
We get the big jugs of ranch.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine growing up as a cow? You're getting grass fed. You're just living your life. It's time to go.
Ray, get
you know?
back here.
You're going to the butcher.
She said
Someone
Someone
steak.
eats you.
She
Someone
said
eats
steak.
you with fucking ranch.
Yes, ranch.
Oh.
Ranch on
you get a
steaks,
guy.
ranch on meatloaf, ham loaf,
This is a
brisket,
wagyu
pork chops.
steak, and you put ranch
She
on
said
that
ranch
thing?
on her steak.
You deserve to go to prison.
Yeah.
I put ranch on everything but desserts.
Well,
Other
I
than that-
fucking hope
Hey,
not.
no, tell me something. Like maybe like fruits, like any fruits, desserts, nah. Okay, vegetables. No, I don't put
Candy.
ranch on vegetables.
Candy?
No, that's a dessert.
Wait,
for my
ranch on
kids.
vegetables is the best. That's the only way to eat
It's
it.
a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
I do too.
I didn't even catch that.
I was like, that's normal. What the fuck?
Okay, no, but you gotta make it nice. You don't do just regular ranch. You do
I do.
ranch with sour
I don't
cream
understand.
and bacon bits and chives. That's how you mix a dip
That's a dip.
for vegetables. Exactly.
That's
You
a
can just
dip.
do plain
That's a dip.
ranch. Plain ranch is gross on vegetables.
So
No,
Jamie,
but
Jamie,
ranch
tell
is
me
good on a
this.
hot dog?
Jamie,
Ranch
tell
is
me this.
great on a hot dog.
If it was up to you, you either get rid of ranch and get the rest of the condiments, like that's what we get rid of, or you
Okay.
keep ranch and all the rest of the condiments go away. You're picking ranch.
Ranch, 100%. I'd get rid of the rest of them.
Oh my.
Ranch is it.
I just threw up in my mouth.
So
Nah.
so the crazy
There's
thing
no-
is
I have
Go
no
ahead,
idea
Jeff.
if we're out of any of our other condiments because I never eat them. Like ranch. I make sure we have ranch. James has to let me know if he needs any more of his other stuff.
Jamie
no
comes up.
best
The ranch
condiment,
is gone.
though.
James like, I've been drinking it for you.
I'll take even slices of meat like ham and put some ranch in a little bowl and I'll dip ham into it and eat it.
yeah.
Ranch
And
is
if I really need some, I will pour ranch in places you don't want to know.
I
will say-
I don't understand.
I love
The
ranch.
only thing I use ranch for is vegetables because that's
Yeah.
what a fucking normal
Well,
human
that's what
does.
they
And
do.
a salad?
On a salad, yes. And my pizza. Other than that,
Yes,
Pizza's
pizza.
good.
It's delicious.
Like
on
Everything
Yeah.
pizza.
Trey
Good.
said,
Also-
everything Trey said, and I'll add wings. I do eat
knock
no
it.
Wings,
Hey,
wings.
Take a hot dog, put some ranch on
No.
it. Trust me.
No,
like
no,
James's
I'm
boss
never
even
doing
said it.
it. I'm never
My
doing
boss
that.
did say that he
Do
likes
it.
that.
Never doing
Do
it.
it. Get a thing of spaghetti. Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
Jamie,
Just
Okay,
drizzle it
okay.
on top of your spaghetti and eat it
Just
too.
just picture this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just-
lasagna too.
Okay,
It's really good.
I have
lasagna.
tried it on spaghetti. It's not bad. But picture this, right? You're grilling, right? You're outside, you're cooking some hot dogs. You might be camping or something. You're like, all right, what do you want in your hot dogs? I was like, you got any ranch?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
Hey,
Jamie,
Why
Jamie,
would
look.
I bring it?
Your parents have ranch in their house
For
and they get it out
you.
on the dinner table when we eat there sometimes.
Just for
Like
you.
if we're eating food for
Just
it.
for
Yes,
you.
I know.
For you.
She puts ranch on her
I
eggs
know.
too.
Hey,
I
Jamie,
do put
look,
ranch on
look.
my eggs.
Ranch is predominantly for what? Right?
I put ranch on my eggs.
No, what is ranch predominantly for? Like, what was it made for?
Legit everything.
No, what was it
Salad.
made for, Jamie?
Salad.
No, you guys want to know something
Alright.
really gross though? I used to take olives. I used to chop them up. I put ranch in them and I use it as like a dip. So it's like an olive ranch dip.
Dear Lord.
All right, that's the
I wanna get out of
podcast.
this chat.
That's
Yeah.
the podcast, guys.
All right,
Ranch
guys.
is the best.
That
getting
is
outta
it.
here.
I'm
It's
fucking
okay for
out.
you
I'm
guys
gone.
to be
This
You don't
is
have to
it.
stay in the closet. It's the best.
Ranch, if ranch was the best, they would have never made other salad dressings.
Ew,
Oh.
maybe other salad dressing is disgusting.
True.
No.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
I
hey.
fuck with Little Thousand
Hey,
Island.
you seen those Elmo TikToks? Balsamic vinegar? Yeah. Balsamic
Dude,
vinegar.
That's tough.
I've never
Okay.
had that.
You never had it? I don't think
No.
I have either, but
Oh, is that the thing they have at Coke, JC?
They have balsamic vinegar. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
yep.
that stuff
It's
is
good.
good.
See, I've heard people say they like it a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Caesar, all that good stuff, you know?
Right,
Hey,
you can't
ranch-
say you like
ranch
ranch
is
on
elite.
pizza if you
Ranch
don't
is
try it
elite.
on any of the other stuff.
I will give you ranch is probably the elite condiment out of every condiment. Yes, because
Yeah,
it can go on so many
100%.
things.
It can.
I'll give you that.
I don't think
not
there's
a
a
hot dog.
I don't think there's
But-
a best condiment though.
Things
I don't think there's a
complement
best
each other.
condiment. I don't think there's a yeah, because like I love spicy brown on brats, but I don't
Oh,
think
ranch
spicy
on
brown
brat
on
was
anything else.
delicious.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
out.
Stop.
You guys
What is
better.
spicy brown? Hold up. Oh, wait, I want to know what spicy brown is. What is spicy brown? I don't know what it is.
See?
Tim,
You
gone.
It's
Tim.
mustard.
Tim's gone.
It's
Tim's
spicy
gone.
red mustard.
Tim, get back.
Okay,
You
okay,
fucked
yeah,
up
yeah.
on
I'm
cameras.
fucking done. I'm fucking done. See you.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
Yeah, that's it.
Jamie ruined the podcast.
Yeah, it's
guys. I'm
done.
so
It's done.
sorry.
It's over. All right, guys.
No, it's delicious.
Please let us know.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Please let us know which one is the weirdest. I think you're all going to say Jamie's, but guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll be back here next week. The cameras are all fucked up because Tim left, but we'll make it work. So see you guys later and peace.
Bye.